Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Sadlier School Live. I'm thrilled to have some special guests on today's episode. We have brought back the wonderful, amazing, talented Dr. Matthew Beyranevand. Hello, Matthew.
Hi, Cam. How are you doing today?
Great. Thank you for being back with us here today on the show. As always, your energy is just so contagious, and I'm excited to hear what you have to tell us today.
Well, thank you so much. It's a great opportunity to keep sharing these ideas about joyful conceptual understanding mathematics. And today I brought on a special guest with me. This is my son, Alexander. He is in 4th grade and he's 10 years old. Thank you, Alexander, for coming on the program.
You're welcome. Yeah, thank you, Alexander. It's so great to meet you. And we had a few minutes to talk before the show, and you're just a smart kid, and we can't wait to learn from you.
Thank you.
So the reason why we have Alexander on here, besides being a good-looking young man that he is because what we're going to do today in our Sadlier Facebook Live is we are going to be talking about a new game that has recently come out through Sadlier, and it's called Matika Worlds. And as we've talked about in some of these previous Facebook Lives, as well as my master classes, we have two different types of understanding of mathematics. We have the conceptual understanding, and then we have the procedural fluency. And both are important. And as you know, I firmly believe that we begin with the conceptual understanding to make sure that everybody knows why and how the mathematic works. However, we also have to make sure that students are able to learn and utilize some of those math facts and those basic operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And doing it in the traditional way of algorithms on worksheets or flashcards really does not provide a lot of benefits to students. And considering that we are doing virtual learning right now, what better way to do it than through a fun game? And that's what we're going to do. But why would I want to be playing the game when I have a 4th grader here who not only enjoys math, but actually really enjoys this new game, Matika Worlds? So Alexander, we are going to share our screen so that the viewers can see the game, and you are going to walk through playing it, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the game itself. So can you get started with it?
Okay.
So Alexander is going to start. Skip ahead to these. Alexander is going to start with looking at 2nd grade mathematics, even though he's in 4th grade. Right now, he's selecting the character that he likes, and he's going by grade level. So he's going to start off in 2nd grade so we get an understanding of what the game actually looks like. So if he chooses addition,
solving problems unlocks energy that helps us power.
And the purpose of this game is that you're a space alien, if you will, and you have to go through the universe collecting these gems. So just select one of those there. Perfect. Okay. A lot of sounds, a lot of visuals here. And there's 2 parts to each game. The first part to each game is where you are solving the operation, and then it flips it so you have to do the inverse. So we're going to select one of the worlds here. We just selected lava, and now we're going to get in and start playing the game. So in this particular one, they're going to give us some basic addition problems, and then you have to click on the spot to see what the answer is. So you can see at the top, it says 2 plus 1, and you have to find the answer of 3. And now the next one
is 10 plus 3. So 10 plus 3 equals 13. So you press on 13.
Wow, my scanners are showing gems.
So now it's 6 plus 2. You would have to put on 8.
And you'll notice in this version here that we're doing, it actually is showing us the answer because we're doing just a demo version of it. But you can see they have the math problem there at the top, and then you have to click on the correct space. Now, what would happen, Alexander, if you clicked on the incorrect answer? Can we see what that would look like? So you know that 13 plus 2 is
15.
Right, but let's click on 14 and see. Okay, so it alerts us that it's not going to be the correct answer. Now you can click on the correct answer. Okay, excellent. And so after we do this a few times, what we will see is that eventually it's going to switch the types of questions that it asks. So we're going to kind of just go through. Oh, now what they're doing is they are giving us different problems within the gems, and then you have to click on which one you like and type in the answer. So you just clicked on the 8 plus 3, and then you entered in on the keyboard 11, and you hit enter. Oh, good, and you went there. You click on another one. Which one do you want to click on? Oh, good. 4 plus 3 is 7. Enter. All right, let's now go and do one of the more difficult ones, the multiplication, because I think it would be great to be able to have people hear how you do some of these multiplication problems, thinking it out loud, using some of the strategies that we've talked about in some of these previous videos. So let's see, do you know how to reset it? Go back.
No.
Go into it again. Okay, let's start by going into it again, and let's do some of those multiplication ones.
Yeah.
As it's loading, Cam, do you have any questions as a viewer, or anything that you think of that you want to know about as we're playing this game?
Yeah, so a couple of things. Number one, I want to let everybody know that I have dropped a link to this game in the chat on this video. So if you want to access this, you can access it there. In addition to it, I think you also mentioned not everything inside of this was available. It's just certain features of the game.
That helps us power our space station.
Yes, that's correct. So right now, what I'm doing is playing the game, and this is now available to everybody. And that link that you just dropped means that all families, all teachers can be able to utilize this. And so let's take a look at some of the problems. Click on whatever one you want, and let's do some multiplication ones and have you explain your thinking behind how you do some of the multiplication. So it's set up the exact same way as we saw with the addition. So we see 20 times 4.
So in this problem, you can do 2 times 4 equals 8, and then you add the 0 from 20, so it equals 80.
Okay, but that's the traditional algorithm. Can you explain how you understand that versus sorry, keep going.
Okay.
So 20 groups of 4.
So 20 groups of 4 would be 20, 40, 60, then 80.
Good. So click on the 80.
Nice. I like how you worked into that 2 different ways there.
This world, you do not need to solve every problem.
Yeah.
So on the next problem, it says 20 times 5. So you would do 5 groups of 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80, then 100.
Wow, my scanners are showing gems everywhere.
All right, let's do one more.
So then 90 times 6, you would do 6 groups of 90. So you can do 90, 100, no wait, actually I had a different idea.
Okay, let's try
So you can
way.
do 90 times 5, so you could do 90, 100, or
Go ahead. Yeah.
180, 270, 360, then 450, and then 450 times 90 equals
Plus 90.
Plus 90 equals 540.
Remember to collect fuel for your jetpack.
Okay, very good. So this is a fun game in which we can practice some of the skills, both from not using the traditional worksheet, but also there's a fun part of the game where you can level up and your character can get new skills and looks, if you will. And it really is something that when I showed this to my kids when we were developing it about a year ago, they all love to play it. Both my 6th grader, my 4th grader here, and even my 1st grader kind of enjoy playing the game. So if we can find different activities for the kids to do with the technology that they enjoy, that has the embedded mathematics in there, in this case, the procedural practice, then to me, it's an absolute win, and even better when it's free.
I agree. And my kids love it when they're playing games and they get to add on those little special features, like you said. Maybe they're changing a hairstyle or they're getting to build out their avatar's outfit and stuff. So having that level of engagement also built into it helps.
Absolutely correct, because it used to be that you would just get these coins or something, but those don't mean anything. But if you could change your appearance, and as you said, change the way you look, or helmets or different things, that's fun for kids. And I'll tell you, it's kind of fun for adults, because one of the games that I play myself, it's the same type of thing. And it's just kind of a fun way to get kids engaged in it. And that's really what we're trying to do, because you know what? We're isolated, we're alone, we're doing virtual learning. So anything that we can incorporate, make learning engaging and fun, we want to try to do.
I love it. Okay, just as a reminder to all of you, we dropped a link to this game in the chat on today's video. So if you want to access it, you can go there and access it for free. Try it out with your kids, with your students, whether you're an educator or a caregiver. It's free to all to use. So go ahead and check it out. And we are going to be back tomorrow, Dr. Matthew and myself, at 3:00 p.m. Eastern, 12 o'clock Pacific, and we hope to see you there.
And if there's anything that you're interested in having us talk about during the math sessions, feel free to drop a line in the Facebook chat here so we know, because I try to design things that really benefit those people that are watching it, the parents, the teachers, the viewers of this. So if you have ideas, let me know, because I am coming back tomorrow. I'm here Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Thank you, Dr. Matthew. See you later.
Bye, Pam. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Alexander.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank
to meet
you.
you. Bye.
Bye.